Okay, so to solve this question, the first part is saying what is the average velocity of the particle between t equal to 0 and t equal to 2 seconds. Okay, so for the first part we know average velocity it is nothing but change in displacement by change in time, right? So here this y equal to 2 sine pi t by 4 is the displacement function. Okay, so at t equal to 0 and at t equal to 2 second we just need to find out the displacement value. So we just need to read s t equal to 2 second minus s t equal to 0 second by 2 minus 0. Now s t equal to 2 second we will get 2 sine pi by 2 minus at t equal to 0 we will get a 0 by 2 minus 0. Now sine pi by 2 is basically 1, so we can write it as 2 into 1 minus 0 by 2 minus 0, which will give us 1 is the answer. Right. Now for the B part we have to find out the instantaneous velocity of the particle at t equal to 0, t equal to 1 and t equal to 2 seconds. So we need to find out at t equal to 0, t equal to 1 and t equal to 2 seconds, right? The instantaneous velocity, we know the instantaneous velocity can be written as d by dt of s. Here s is basically the displacement of function again. So d by dt of let me see the function 2 into sine pi t by 4 2 sine pi t by 4. Right now I am not mentioning any unit, we will mention it later on. For the sake of calculation I am just putting it like this. So 2 sine pi t by 4 is basically cos pi t by 4 into pi by 4. Now we'll get pi by 2 cos pi t by 4. Now at t equal to 0 the v instantaneous will be pi by 2 into cos pi into 0 by 4, right, which is basically pi by 2 into cos 0. We know cos 0 is 1, so this is pi by 2 or 3.14 by 2, or we can write it as 1.57. 1.57 and the unit is centimeter, right? Let me see. Yeah, the unit is centimeter, so this will come as centimeter per second. Now at t equal to 1, at t equal to 1 we have v instantaneous equal to pi by 2 into cos pi into 1 by 4, which will give us pi by 2 into cos pi by 4, again give us pi by 2 into 1 by root 2, pi by 2 root 2, and this value will come as 1.11 centimeter per second. So this will be answer for t equal to 1. Now at t equal to 2 we will have v instantaneous equal to pi by 2 into cos pi into 2 by 4. This will give us pi by 2 into cos pi by 2, which will give us a 0. So B part is also complete. For the C part, we need to find out the average acceleration of the particle between t equal to 0 and t equal to 2 seconds. Okay, for average acceleration, the average acceleration in a that is velocity at t equal to 2 seconds. I think in the above part. Yeah, so in the B part, at t equal to 2 seconds, we have calculated a velocity as 0 centimeter per second, right? So velocity at 2 seconds minus velocity at 0 second by 2 minus 0. The velocity at 2 we have already calculated as 0 centimeter per second, so we will write it as 0 minus velocity at 0 t equal to 0. We have calculated it as velocity at 0 as 1.57 centimeter per second, so we will write it as 1.57 by 2 minus 0. So we will get it as minus 1.57 by 2, which will give us as minus 0.785 centimeter per second square. Now for the D part, the question: what is the instantaneous acceleration of the particle at t equal to 0, 1 and 2 seconds? Okay, so we know for instantaneous acceleration at t equal to 0, 1 and 2 seconds. So we know instantaneous acceleration can be written as the derivative of velocity function, right? We have already calculated velocity function above, right? And yeah, so this is the velocity function that we have found out, pi by 2 cos pi t by 4. So we will use the same, pi by 2 into cos pi t by 4. Let me check again. Pi by 2 into cos pi by 2 into cos pi t by 4. Yeah, I think we are right. Okay, now differentiating it, we will get pi by 2 minus sine pi t by 4 into pi by 4. So we will get minus pi square by 8 sine pi t by 4 as our instantaneous acceleration. Now at t equal to 0, we can write acceleration as minus pi square by 8 into sine pi into 0 by 4, which will give us a 0 centimeter per second square. That's the instantaneous acceleration. Now at t equal to 1, we can put it as a minus pi square by 8 sine pi into 1 by 4 minus pi square by 8, and this is sine pi by 4, which will be 1 by root 2. Now solving this, we will get value as minus 0.873 centimeter per second square. Now at t equal to 2, we have a equal to minus pi square by 8 sine pi 2 by 4. We can write it as minus pi square 8 into sine pi by 2, which is basically 1. So we can again write it as minus pi square by 8, and we can solve it as minus 1.23 centimeter per second square. So this is the final solution.